A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a stark warning, Canadian authorities have declared they are on high alert as they prepare for a potential influx of migrants from the United States. This comes in the wake of the recent U.S. presidential election, which saw Donald Trump reclaim the presidency, raising concerns about his hardline immigration policies. As the world watches the U.S.-Canada border closely, officials fear that if thousands of migrants attempt to cross simultaneously at various points, the situation could become unmanageable. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, has voiced these concerns, emphasizing the need for vigilance in light of Trump's past actions that led to significant migration flows into Canada. During his previous term from 2017 to 2021, tens of thousands of migrants, including many Haitians who lost their U.S. protections, sought refuge in Canada. The current atmosphere is charged with anxiety as the Canadian government anticipates a similar scenario unfolding once again. Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland met with ministers to discuss strategies to manage any potential challenges that may arise from the incoming administration's stance on immigration. The implications of Trump's presidency extend beyond North America, with analysts suggesting that it may prompt African nations to pivot away from the U.S. and strengthen ties with Asia and the Middle East. In Uganda, for instance, there is a palpable sense of relief following Trump's election, as officials anticipate the lifting of sanctions imposed due to human rights violations. However, this optimism is tempered by concerns that U.S. aid could also be at risk due to Trump's transactional approach to foreign policy. African leaders have been quick to congratulate Trump, with countries like Egypt, Ethiopia, Nigeria, and South Africa expressing hopes for improved relations. Yet, experts warn that Trump's focus on strategic interests may sideline critical issues such as human rights and democracy, which were emphasized under the Biden administration. Countries like Uganda and Rwanda, whose leaders have faced scrutiny for authoritarian practices, may seek to curry favor with the new administration. Meanwhile, the future of the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, hangs in the balance, with its expiration looming next September. Analysts predict that Trump may leverage AGOA to negotiate more favorable bilateral agreements, potentially undermining the existing framework that has provided African countries with duty-free access to U.S. markets. The implications of Trump's re-election extend to U.S. aid to Africa, currently estimated at $8 billion annually. Programs such as PEPFAR, which supports HIV/AIDS initiatives, could face cuts as Trump reorients aid based on strategic interests. Furthermore, Trump's skepticism toward climate agreements raises alarms for Africa, a continent already grappling with the severe impacts of climate change. His previous withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement raises fears of further isolation from international climate funds, jeopardizing efforts to address pressing issues like food insecurity and water scarcity. As the geopolitical landscape shifts, the Biden administration's support for African representation in the United Nations Security Council may also face challenges under Trump's leadership. Analysts suggest that Africa's long-standing aspirations for reform may be stymied by Trump's apparent disregard for multilateral institutions. The rivalry between the U.S. and China adds another layer of complexity, as Trump may pressure African nations to distance themselves from Chinese investments. This could force difficult decisions for countries reliant on Chinese infrastructure and trade. However, some experts argue that Trump's detachment from Africa may inadvertently encourage the continent to explore alternative partnerships and strengthen intracontinental trade. As Canada prepares for a potential surge in migrants and African nations navigate the implications of Trump's presidency, the global political landscape remains in flux. The coming months will be crucial in determining how these dynamics unfold and shape the future of U.S.-Canada relations and Africa's position on the world stage. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.